On Apple Valley News now at 5, a Washington proposal would mandate when gun owners have to report that a firearm has been stolen.
And a mild start to our work week with a nice little surprise awaiting for you this weekend. I'll have all the details in my First Alert weather forecast.
Plus, tens of thousands of dollars in sports cards found after they disappeared in Walla Walla last week.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to the news on this Monday. I am Austin Reed. President's Day.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. Thanks for joining us this evening. Now, we have just over 2 weeks left in the Washington state legislative session. Lawmakers are once again considering gun control. So a proposal up for a hearing today would have made it so that you have to report lost or stolen guns within 24 hours of finding out about the loss. If you don't, you could face a $1,000 fine if this proposal becomes law. Now, advocates call it a common sense proposal to make sure that police can get started on tracking down missing guns as soon as possible.
The number one source of stolen guns in America is from parked cars. Here's what happens after they're stolen. Those guns are trafficked, they're sold illegally, and they're used in violent crimes.
This bill won't reduce crime. In fact, this bill doesn't even address crime. It serves simply as a punishment for victims of crime and a whopping $1,000 fine for being the victim of theft.
Now, opponents say lawmakers should focus more on punishing people who commit crimes, whether that is something like stealing a gun or something like shooting someone. This proposal has already passed the State House. It is scheduled for a committee vote in the Senate tomorrow morning. Let's switch gears and talk about the forecast. We saw a lot of rain this morning, Austin.
We did. Are things kind of calming down, Stacy?
Yeah, a little cloudy out there, but things are calming down. A little chilly, 45 degrees, or feels like temp is 41. Winds are light at 7. And look at our sunset at 5:28. So here's what we've got going on tonight. Because of all the humidity in the air, we're going to see dense fog developing again along the foothills of the Blues. We're already seeing that fog develop there in the Kittitas area. Patchy dense fog tonight, unsettled through Wednesday, meaning there's going to be a chance of showers on and off through Wednesday. Then things are going to settle down. Warmer temperatures on the way, and it's going to be a really nice weekend ahead. Let's take a look at our temperatures overnight tonight, though. Grab a coat. It's going to be chilly out there. Temperatures sitting just above the freezing level in most of our area. We're down to 32 tonight in Pendleton as well as Yakima. More to get to in my First Alert full weather forecast.
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. We are following up tonight with new details in the case of a Walla Walla comic book and card trading store who pleaded for help from the community on Friday after $45,000 worth of cards suddenly disappeared. Digital Heroes announced today the recovery of an extremely valuable package containing 5 rare trading cards that went missing from a FedEx truck last week here in eastern Washington. The incident occurred on February 6th and involved a shipment containing highly sought-after cards, including a 1986/87 Michael Jordan rookie card and 4 prized Magic the Gathering cards from the original 1993 Alpha release.
When it became a full week, I was on a full-on panic because they were supposedly on the truck to be delivered and they just have not shown up. So I contacted them and they said, well, we will contact FedEx and we will start the insurance claim process and all that. And I'm just going, oh no, I want the cards. You know, insurance is fine, but they weren't insured for entirely what they were worth, especially since a couple of them came back graded higher than I expected.
Yeah, so it sounds like this was just misplaced. That box was misplaced. We will hear more from Digital Heroes coming up later at 6 tonight. Alyssa.
Making headlines around the world this evening, the U.S. Army has spent more than $430 million to support Ukraine against Russia since October. Now, that money comes from the Army because Congress hasn't passed supplemental funding to support Ukraine as a federal government. The money came from the Army's Europe and Africa Command. Now, according to a senior Army official, without a 2024 budget that has been approved by Congress and without more funding for Ukraine, the command will run out of cash and be, they say, $2 billion short. The command's budget could run out of money for Ukraine, Europe, and Africa, they're warning, by the end of May.
Well, we're going to head to Pasco now, where an opportunity for business owners there to network with local law enforcement. Pasco Police will be holding a Q1 Business Watch meeting. That's what they're calling it. The department calls this an initiative designed to foster collaboration between law officers and local businesses. The meeting starts tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. It's at the Hapo Center Business Lounge. It is opened to business owners in District 2. Benton County Fire District 1 is hosing down on structure fire safety. Benton County Fire District 1 official tells us that they are getting a new structure fire engine, and this was essential as the previous engine was outdated. The new structure fire engine has a capacity of about 750 gallons and can pump water at a rate of about 1,500 gallons per minute. Officials also say this is a 6-person cab, which allows them to transport a good-sized crew to be able to get to larger events. Now, Kennewick Fire tells us that fire trucks have a lifespan of about 20 to 25 years and that they're constantly evaluating the fire equipment to ensure safety when they go out on a call to avoid any unwanted issues at a fire.
What we don't want to have happen is a fire truck breaks down on the way to a medical or fire emergency. We don't want a chainsaw to not be able to work to get into a roof when we're trying to put out a structure fire. So it's very important that we're constantly monitoring and maintaining equipment and swapping things out when they need to be replaced so that we're always fully prepared for events.
She also tells us this fire truck is primarily a structure fire vehicle, so it will respond to structure fires primarily and serve as a backup for wildland fires. She also says that they are looking into getting more new fire trucks in the months to come to be able to keep people in our community safe.
Well, House lawmakers are working to improve children's health by providing zero-emission school buses. They're talking about a proposal called House Bill 1368.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma joins us live in studio with these details new at 5.
Hi, yeah, thanks guys. So the House Bill 1368 is a bill that hit the Senate committee that is requiring and funding the purchase of zero-emission school buses. Pasco school districts as of right now have 3 EV buses that have yet to hit the roads. This bill will allow for more schools to switch to EV buses as they'd be able to apply for grants to purchase EV buses and high-speed charging stations along with batteries. Pollution reduction is the main goal when it comes to this bill to improve air quality for healthier air. And enlisting a senior climate advisor to Governor Inslee testified today in support of the bill and says that these are the benefits of switching to EV buses.
Bill will significantly benefit children's health without overtaxing school districts' limited resources. It ensures that down the road, when electric school buses cost the same as diesel buses, school districts and school bus contractors switch to healthier, cleaner buses. And for schools that want to move faster, it scales up an existing successful grant program to provide zero-emission buses and chargers. Parents and doctors, including the American Lung Association, have shared about the health benefits of electric buses, like fewer asthma attacks. We've heard from school bus drivers about how the mental health benefits they've seen, how kids are calmer and more relaxed because they don't have to shout over diesel engines.
Leasing also says studies have shown improved attendance and school performance for kids who ride electronic school buses. And as of right now, the average diesel bus costs about $165,000 to where an EV bus costs around $4,000. Sending it back to the desk, Alyssa.
All right. Thank you so much, Monique. And the next step for this bill will be voting on the Senate. We'll keep you updated on whether that bill continues to advance in the legislature. Now, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife is inviting everyone to comment on its Shrub Step Restoration and Resiliency Initiative. This is a long-term conservation strategy for the landscape of our entire region. In 2020, wildfires burned over 600,000 acres of shrub steppe habitat. Now, this plan involves restoring that habitat and supporting wildlife like sage grouse, as well as working land areas that support the livelihoods of many residents in eastern Washington. The initiative also considers the hunting, gathering, and ceremonial lands for indigenous communities. A draft version of the proposal is available online. You can make a comment on that proposal. The deadline is coming up on Wednesday.
Extreme weather leaving an impact across the Golden State. We've got those details coming up.
And an interesting week shaping up here in our area with some very promising news looking ahead already to next weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast.
Also ahead, a frightening encounter, a cougar attack in Washington's Cascades. Now a group of cyclists we'll tell you how a group of cyclists were able to stop the big cat next.
Two iconic rock bands, one night of history. The Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship. Live on Cloud 9 Tour. Saturday, March 9th, the Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. All the hits. All the history. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino Gift Shop. The Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. Saturday, March 9th.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Think about the best night's sleep you've ever had. At Tempur-Pedic, we're dedicated to helping you sleep like that. With breakthrough solutions that help relieve pressure, aches and pains, keep you cool if you sleep hot, and even automatically detect and respond to snoring, so you get the deep, comfortable, undisturbed rest you deserve. Save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets during our President's Day event at Meredith Furniture.
Whether you're cruising through city streets or conquering rugged terrain, our Ford vehicles are built for every adventure. Navigate off the beaten path with our rugged Ford SUVs, designed to tackle any terrain. Explore the great outdoors, from winding mountain trails to serene forest paths, in a Ford built for adventure. And for those who crave power and precision, our Ford trucks are ready to take on the toughest challenges. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Welcome back to the news at 5. A rare cougar attack in Washington's Cascades wilderness over the weekend. A total of 5 cyclists attacked near Tocool Creek. That's 5 miles from the town of Snoqualmie. Saturday afternoon's attack left a 60-year-old cyclist hurt. That person's fellow cyclist pinned down the cougar until a Washington Fish and Wildlife agent could get there.
They did struggle with this animal. They did fight back. And if it wasn't for these people, the lady that was attacked would be in much worse shape.
Tonight, the Fish and Wildlife agent euthanized the cougar, we know. Now, according to the agency's cougar specialist, the animal was approximately 6 months old. One of the cyclists spotted a second cougar, but a search using dogs did not locate one. State Fish and Wildlife says cougar attacks are still rare in Washington state.
Making business headlines this evening, a boom in U.S. productivity may explain how inflation slowed during a strong economy. Labor Department data shows the productivity increased 2.7% in the fourth quarter from a year prior. That's above the average increase over the past 20 years. Strong productivity means higher wage growth, but it also means that employers don't have to pass costs on to consumers since they're producing enough to cover labor costs. The Wall Street Journal reports that Capital One is buying Discover Financial Services. That deal would combine 2 of the largest credit card companies in the United States and would be one of the biggest mergers this year. The Wall Street Journal reports that Capital One plans to switch some of their cards to the Discover network and keep the Discover brand. The all-stock deal could be announced as early as tomorrow.
Well, round 2 of severe weather in California as the state is already recovering from a recent winter storm that brought a lot of rain and mudslides to Southern California.
We've been seeing some of the incredible video from that. Much of the state is now being battered again with heavy rain, flood alerts impacting tens of millions of people. Here's ABC's Zoreen Shaw.
In just the second time in weeks, California now pummeled by heavy rain. Flood alerts for nearly 40 million people, nearly 1 out of every 8 Americans. Those storms unleashing up to 4 inches of rain, with up to another 4 in coming hours, possibly leading to flash flooding and mudslides.
Caution should be taken around flood control channels and in the crossings area.
Recent landslides in Dana Point have many holding their breath during these storms as the homes now rest on the edge of this cliff. Over in Santa Barbara, the main airport completely shutting down because of heavy flooding.
Los Angeles is chasing its wettest February on record.
Wow,
that's
big.
A mess.
The state's biggest highway shut down in Klamath, California after a tree smashed down on a roadway, making traffic impossible. A portion of Highway 128 also closed in Geyserville after a mudslide. And 2 people had to abandon their car over in Tamales when flooding shut down this freeway. High winds, some up to 60 miles per hour, expected to rip through some areas.
I'm afraid of the flooding for the homeless. I'm very concerned about that.
Some people are fearing that being prepared may not be enough.
We are prepared, but I do still worry because the hills have not dried out from the last storm. And so, of course, every time there's a rain that's going to be heavy, we have to worry about mudslides.
That was ABC's Zoreen Shaw reporting. Now, the rain is going to stick around until tomorrow in California, possibly the day after that. Then it moves to the northeast.
Yes.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we had some showers this morning, and we're going to have unsettled weather for the next couple of days due to those California systems. 45 degrees right now, dust level sky cam in Pasco. It is, we've got light winds at 7 miles an hour, so our feels like temp 41, and it is going to be chilly tonight. Let's take a look at those temperatures elsewhere around the region. Right now, we're already dropping into the 30s in the foothills of the Blues. 41 in Yakima, 37 in Ellensburg, 43 right now in Hermiston. Here's that storm track that we're talking about, aiming right at California, and whatever's left, whatever doesn't fall there, will be coming into our area across Oregon and then eventually into Washington. We're expecting some light snow in the mountains, nothing major over the next couple of days, but the weather pattern continues to be active here in the west. There's that next band of rain showers, snow across the mountains of Sierra Nevadas in California, and a few snow showers coming through our region. Tri-Cities should be dry tomorrow. Let's take a peek at our future cast and see what we're seeing here. Again, some scattered stray showers still possible tonight for Walla Walla. As we get to tomorrow, you'll look for some scattered showers, some snow falling on the east slopes, not heavy, maybe a half an inch or so, and some more showers coming through the Yakima Valley. And once again, kind of pointing more towards the foothills of the Blues, think Walla Walla, Pendleton, and even some snow in the upper elevations of the Blue Mountains. Around 4,500 feet is our snow level over the next couple of days. Tuesday night, we stay unsettled again, moving into Wednesday, and we'll see a couple of stray showers coming through. Once we get past Wednesday, though, things are going to start clearing out and looking much better. So we've got some active weather the next couple of days. We also have a dense fog advisory. All that humidity in the air, it's going to collect right along the foothills of the Blues. Again, they were down to a quarter of a mile of visibility this morning, and again, we're going to see that same trend towards Walla Walla, Pendleton, Dayton, and possibly into the Yakima Valley, so be aware of that. Our temperatures, again, on the chilly side tonight, where most of us right above the freezing level, some of us hitting that freezing level tonight, like Pendleton, Tri-Cities at 33, 33 in Walla Walla, 32 in Yakima, 31 overnight for Ellensburg. Let's take a look at our daytime highs for tomorrow. We're starting to warm, and you're going to see a warming trend this week. So temperatures not too bad, right about average for this time of year, 40s and 50s through the area. clear and seasonal. And check it out, we are starting to warm up as we head into the weekend. We're going to see nice warm temperatures on Saturday, so I'm calling for a beautiful weekend ahead. Here's our temperature trend in Yakima. Again, we'll be up in the 40s and 50s, low 50s there. Great weather photo. This one, let me step out of the way so you can get the magic of Rattlesnake Mountain covered in snow. Most of the snow is gone, but what a great shot. Thanks to our friend Stan for sending that in. Remember to get outside, snap those pictures, and send them in to me, slee@applevalley.newsnow.com. Love to have those on the air. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Look for a little bit of fog. Chilly temperatures to start with out the door at the bus stop. Mid-40s by noon. Tri-Cities a little overcast. We should see some sun breaks in the afternoon if we don't have too much fog in the morning. And then those showers will be scattered at times in Walla Walla for part of the day. Should start to clear out in the early evening with those temperatures topping out close to 50 degrees. So not a bad looking forecast. Your 7-day planning forecast is on the way. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. And it is President's Day after all. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're talking about a new poll that lists the presidents that historians and scholars say are the very best.
Yeah, details next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home. Get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2024 Silverado 1500 models, or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your community Chevy dealers.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Right, Roy, she's never seen it.
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
This is Heart Health Awareness Month. Problem symptoms may include indigestion, heartburn, or extreme fatigue. Get more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Welcome back, everybody. As the nation observes President's Day, a new poll shows who's considered the top-ranking U.S. presidents in history. The poll is based on 154 responses from scholars and historians across the country. According to the college professors who conducted the survey, Abraham Lincoln, Franklin D. Roosevelt, George Washington, Theodore Roosevelt, and Thomas Jefferson topped the list. They also ranked President Biden as the 14th best U.S. president, just ahead of Woodrow Wilson, Ronald Reagan, and Ulysses S. Grant. According to the survey, they ranked Trump last. We'll have a final look at your weather coming up next. Don't ask who's your favorite president.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 most watched newscast across all of television.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter, Attorney Mariano Morales.
Now is the perfect time to get a big deal on a brand new Honda. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means deals on Pilot, on CR-V, on HR-V, on Accord, on Civic, and the rest of the Honda lineup. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% APR financing on Accord, Civic, and CR-V. But don't wait. For big deals on America's best brand, hurry into your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer today.
At Goodwill, we're more than just a store. We believe in the power of community. Our devoted team of employees, working hand in hand with local business partners, unite to create opportunities for all. Within Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program that assists job seekers in crafting resumes, preparing for interviews, and grants access to community resources and information. We're not just building careers, we're building bridges that strengthen our community. Goodwill, where your purchases and donations transform your community.
Welcome to Walla Walla Regional Airport, where every departure is the beginning of a new adventure. From hassle-free check-ins to friendly staff, we make your travel experience seamless. Explore new destinations, create unforgettable memories, and embrace the thrill of discovery. We're excited to announce our 2 new Alaska Airlines flights to and from Seattle daily, and we offer free parking. Your next adventure begins with us, Walla Walla Regional Airport. Book your flights today at alaskaair.com.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage, just like I was?
Dryness and frizz could be damaged hair that can't retain moisture.
New Pantene Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner with first-of-its-kind melting Pro V pearls. Locks in moisture to repair 6 months of damage in 1 wash, without weigh down.
Guaranteed or your money back.
For resilient, healthy-looking hair. If you know it's Pantene.
He is incredibly dangerous. He should not be released.
After a deadly shooting at Richland's Fred Meyer, why isn't the shooter going to prison?
It doesn't feel like justice was fully done here.
Find out when the county prosecutor talks to Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back. This weekend was the 70th anniversary for a family favorite business here in the Tri-Cities. The Roll Arena Skating Center is celebrating 7 decades in Richland. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald stopped by to catch all the action on the skates. She says it was busy there just about all day during the celebration. She talked with the owners and one of their daughters who is planning to take the reins one of these days. They talked about the changes and what has stayed the same after all this time.
So a lot of people come in and see the barreled roof, and that never changes, but everything else has changed. But what hasn't changed is the fun of being on 8 wheels and hanging out with family and friends. That will never change.
Now, the owners say their daughter has taken on a role as a general manager. Someday, the future of the iconic skating rink will be in her hands. We'll read more about some of the programs that the Roll Arena offers on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Stacey, it was kind of a good weekend to maybe be indoors and having some fun on roller skates.
It was very chilly. Yeah, skating would be perfect for the weekend. Now, this coming weekend, you're probably going to want to be outside.
Take them outside.
Yeah, it's going to feel like spring. Let's take a look at that 7-day planning forecast for you there. Again, we have a chance of showers, mainly towards foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla, just a 30% chance. Temperatures warming up, though. Look at those mid-50s as we get into the weekend. That looks great. We'll have a windy day on Monday. For the rest of this week, unsettled in Hermiston as well. Slight chance of showers there. Temperatures warming, looking for a beautiful weekend ahead. In Walla Walla, we have a slight chance of showers, Yakima. Plus, we could be seeing some patchy fog developing there tonight with all the humidity in the air. Temperatures in the low 50s for Saturday and Sunday there, but some sunshine on the horizon, so that makes me pretty happy. And finally, Tri-Cities, a slight chance of showers here as well. Nice warm temperatures, going to be a good weekend.
So again, as always with the fog, please turn your headlights on.
That's right.
We say that all the time.
Yeah. For sure.
Thanks, Stacy. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
Yeah, we'll be back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
You can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.